Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you can be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve Larson. Available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe and notify bell on YouTube. I was almost through
Which
it.
is a button.
I was doing
too,
really,
right?
really good. It's a button, but it's a picture of a bell.
Yeah, there's an image of the bell on button.
Yeah. So be sure to hit all those. Make sure you are subscribed to the Stephen Larson Going In Raw channel. We're also available wherever fine podcasts are. If you really want to help support the show, you can head over to the iOS podcast app. Leave Going In Raw a rating or a review. That really helps the profile of the show, and we really, really appreciate it. And it's completely free and is very, very quick.
Yes.
We're also available on the Patreon. We have all of our wonderful patrons with us today. How many are with us? 47.
47.
Right now. So maybe some of them are still recovering from the holiday.
Yes.
Because usually we have like 10 more than that. Anyways, well, this is
Fairly typical number.
about normal.
Yeah.
All right. We're also on the
Pro Wrestling
yeah,
Tees.
do we have all these here? No, we don't have that.
I got this one.
Oh, nice. Like this is a progress shirt.
Yeah, they have a shop at Pro Wrestling
Look
Tees.
at that, our Slow Wolf shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not me. Ooh, he lost via roll up.
Yep.
Again.
His weakness.
We'll get to that in a little bit. First, we're going to talk about Raw. This is a super show, Larson.
Yeah,
so
we
strap
took
in.
yesterday off. Why would I have to?
No, I'm telling them.
Oh, well, you looked at me.
The general audience.
I assume it meant you were talking to
It's going to
me.
be a long ass episode.
Or we can just run through it real quick.
No, I wouldn't want to do that. There's a lot of stuff going on that I want to talk
So
about.
Raw opened up with John Cena coming out.
Yeah.
Only being interrupted by Elias.
And then he said, John, do you know what WWE...
You've been gone for a while. Do you know what WWE stands for?
Walk with Elias.
That was good.
John Cena looked very tickled by that.
Yeah.
I was tickled by that,
I wonder
too.
how long it is going to be till we get a Walk with Elias t-shirt.
This was a great way to open Raw.
Yeah.
This was great for Elias. Who would have thought Elias Sampson would be going head to head with a very tickled... I think John Cena, I don't know if John Cena comes in there and requests somebody to work with.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me if he was tickled at the prospect of working with Elias.
Maybe.
Elias is great. And
He
John
is great.
Cena enjoys working with entertainers.
Yes.
You know?
And they both responded well to the CM Punk chants.
Yeah. Elias said, I'm damn sure that CM Punk is not going to be interrupted. He says, I get interrupted a lot these days. I'm damn sure that CM Punk is not going to interrupt me tonight.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, the crowd was kind of...
I mean, they were participating.
They were participating. What was the part that annoyed the crap out of me? Were they chanting boring during this match?
Yeah.
They were. That's a no-no. Because this match was fine. It was Elias versus John Cena.
Well, the thing was that the whole first hour of Raw was presented without commercial interruption.
Yeah.
So the flow of the show was a little different.
Yeah, I can't...
So they kind of... The match was long. They gave it like almost 20 minutes.
But
it wasn't boring. It was just long.
I honestly don't know if I like this episode or not. I think I did. I liked the finish. I'm trying to see anything I didn't like about this. Oh, I loved the Roman Reigns stuff.
Yeah.
I actually like this episode. It was weird, though, because it was on Christmas, so you don't really know what to think.
I didn't even watch it Christmas night. I watched it on and off throughout yesterday and this morning.
Right.
So I didn't see the whole thing in one sitting.
Yeah, but I was thoroughly tickled by the open. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird not to have any commercials, because I was like, I can't leave.
Yeah, no. Well, you could pause, you know.
I can't do that. Because I watch mine, I steal my dad's cable. No, it's not my dad anymore. Now I steal my sister's cable.
Okay.
Because my dad, he got like the bootiest version of cable you can get.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't even have USA.
Oh, that's weird.
I mean, the good thing is he didn't have Fox News either.
Well, that's good.
He still has cable access, which is great.
Oh.
Like public access. But he doesn't have USA anymore. My sister, however, she moved back. She got cable. So I got her password.
All right.
So now I steal her cable.
You can pause on streaming. Just do it during... Oh, I guess it's not a commercial break. Never mind. There's no DVR. You can pause on the streaming, but you don't get to watch what you
you can
missed.
pause and then you miss everything when you hit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can just leave and get the same
Yeah.
effect.
Well, at least if you leave, you can hear the background. So if anything cool happens.
That's true.
You can rewind in 15-second increments, though, when you stream. At least on the iPad, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you can do, because I do it on desktop, and I port it out to my giant 70-inch screen TV out there. Man, y'all want to support my 70-inch TV, go to Patreon and Patreon. That's terrible. Anyways, No, I thought the open was fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. Elias
was
versus
fun.
John Cena. Who doesn't love that? Cena, of course, won with the AA, though. They weren't going to have
Well,
Elias
there's
go
more to
over
cover
here.
this opening thing, though, because Elias starts singing.
Oh, okay.
Gets
I'm
interrupted
sorry,
by some CM Punk chants.
Yeah.
Again, continues. Cena stops him and says, "Hey, I was going to tell you this before you started."
Yeah.
Prince said, "You're out here talking down to the cities you were in. They're not the jerks. You're the jerk."
Yeah.
And then Elias says, "All right, John, you got me. Okay, I'll sing this Christmas song differently." And he does.
Yeah.
Sings the first bit of.
It was White Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
And he gets John to sing.
Yeah, he says, "Take it away, John," and then he sucker punches him.
That was this whole number one. The whole sequence was great because there was some of that comedic back and forth where John Cena's trying to tell Elias something and Elias is trying to stop him from telling. And John's basically trying to say, "Don't run these people down."
Yeah,
and you need a certain level of comedic timing and chemistry there.
Yeah,
and they both had it perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah,
it was
well
fantastic. The back and forth was fantastic.
Yeah, Elias.
The sucker punch was great too because it was flush.
I know. Elias beats up Cena a little bit more. Says, "I want a match with you tonight."
Mm-hmm. We knew that was gonna. We know how that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but they gave it tons of time.
No, they gave
Elias
it a lot
had
of time.
Good showing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
But yeah, Cena eventually went with an AA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we knew that was going to happen, but
yeah, pretty
nonetheless,
much.
still good match.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to wonder with this. So I don't like talking about betting odds on the show, but
excuse me,
sounds like Cena might be sticking around, or at least be coming back around over sometime in the next 5 weeks.
Early betting odds for the Rumble you're talking about, right?
Right.
I mean, they'll change, but Cena's.
I wonder. We should. I know we should do like there should be betting odds on how many times they're gonna the winner's gonna change.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
3.
3 times.
Yeah.
Until we get it. So
I think last year changed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over will be over will be 4.
Was Randy Orton anywhere in the top couple?
I mean, by the end, he was far and away.
Like right now in the betting odds. I don't think he was.
It was Cena, Reigns, Nakamura. The top 3, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah. But besides Cena, the other 2 make sense.
Yeah,
that's what we thought have our 2 as.
Yeah.
Reigns and Nakamura. Anyways, next up we had Kurt Angle backstage.
Jason Jordan comes in. They say Merry Christmas to each other.
Give each other hugs.
Yeah. Seth Rollins comes in and says, "I want Samoa Joe." Mm-hmm. Because everybody wants a piece of Samoa Joe.
Kurt Angle makes the case. He says, "Listen, every time you guys want a piece of Samoa Joe, Thebar gets in the way. So how about the 2 of you team up and take on Thebar?" And Jason Jordan says something along the lines of, hopefully I'll make a good replacement for Dean Ambrose, something like that. Seth Rollins takes some offense to that, says, "You'll never be a replacement for
later.
Dean Ambrose." Oh, that was later?
Yeah, that was when there's the 2 of them in the locker room.
Oh, okay. I get mixed up then. What happened here?
He just makes the match.
Okay.
And then they leave. Roman Reigns comes in.
Doesn't say anything, yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Angle says, "You get Joe tonight."
Merry Christmas. That was a good bit. That was a good moment. That's how Roman Reigns really should be. No talking.
Or
just
limited talking.
Limited talking, yeah. I want no talking.
That's right to the point.
Yeah.
Next, Brian Kendrick interview talking about Hideo Itami, how he and Jack Gallagher apparently aren't getting opportunities they want.
Yeah.
So he had a match against Hideo Itami, and Hideo Itami broke his nose.
Yeah.
In orbital bone with a GTS.
Yeah. How long is he out now? 6 months?
I don't know. Probably a bit.
Austin Aries out for a little while when he got the orbital broken by Nakamura. Huh? Yeah. That sucks for Brian Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I really kind of wish this is the wrong notes. I kind of wish that, like, when they said originally that he got busted up, because people said that he got bloody. I didn't. Apparently, I was not paying attention to the end of this.
Well,
match.
I mean, as soon as what it looked like to me, and granted, it was on an iPad, so I can't tell with any certainty if this is what actually happened. But it looks like when he's up in GTS position, he had his hand in position to cover up his face to block the impact one side, but impact actually happened on the other side.
Oh, wow.
So it happened flush.
Yeah.
Again, I could be completely wrong, but as soon as it happened, he held his face.
Yeah.
Which at first could have seemed like, wow, that's a really good sell. But it was more than that.
It'd be a great way to really build a Hideo Itami.
To get him over, get the GTS over is super destructive by having
kayfabe. Everybody
people.
that takes it ends up going to the hospital.
Yeah.
They're all out.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
But based on what happened on 205 Live, I don't think that's the tack they're going to take.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just going to not have them do the GTS anymore.
Which is a bummer.
Sucks. They'll probably do what we figured they were going to do in the first place. Just bust it out special occasions
events, yes.
and tease it here and there.
Yeah. Next, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Mickie James were walking around backstage together. They're approached by the Miz Taraj, who starts singing them Christmas carols.
They're doing the caroling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Curtis Axel was great.
yeah, I like them both, man.
No, I mean like specifically during their Secret Santa match. Mm-hmm. What he was saying when I'll get to it, and their opponent was revealed.
Oh,
he hurt my neck.
yeah,
That was great.
That's good.
Next, Absolution versus Bayley, Sasha, and Mickie James. There was a brawl outside, but nothing. I don't know. It was an okay match.
The crowd really wanted Paige. I remember that.
Yeah,
They popped
for Bayley too when she got the hot tag.
Hey, man, you know what? Like, this is a great way to I mentioned this before. This is a great way to slowly rebuild Bayley.
It really is.
Just nothing flashy.
No.
Nothing flashy.
No.
Just let her wrestle good.
Yeah, good
And
matches.
Give her some good matches.
Give her some character moments in ring.
Right, exactly.
Let that
I loved
do
was,
for
was
now.
it this week?
Build upon that.
When one of her floaty guys didn't work.
That was 2 weeks ago or last
Was that
week.
2 weeks ago or last week? Yeah, okay.
Little character bits.
Little bits like that.
Yeah.
Go a long way.
It really does.
And just that's it. You don't even do anything else.
No. But Absolution went over. Paige hit a rampage on Bayley, got the pin after the brawl on the outside, which was pretty decent. At one point, Bayley hit a Bayley to belly on Paige, and Absolution pulls Paige out of the ring to break up the pinfall. That led to the brawl. That led to the finish.
I still really like Sonya Deville. For
Yeah.
me, the jury's kind of out on Mandy Rose. She's a decent wrestler.
Yeah, she's okay.
But I don't really get a grasp on what, like with Sonya Deville, you know exactly who she is and what she is when she comes out.
Yeah.
You know exactly what she is.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what Mandy Rose's character is.
I know. Yeah.
And once they kind of figure that out, I think it'll be okay.
Maybe.
Next, Samoa Joe interview. He's the best.
Yes.
He's best talker.
He's best talker 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so some people were kind of raging in the comments of the Friendo Award nominations video because we had the polls open for like less than a full day.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We had 2,000 respondents like within 16, 18 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
And the winners for literally all 9 categories were runaways.
Yeah.
Absolute runaways.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of tight races.
So there was zero chance that any further, and then like we ended up having to like pay, like we have to pay for the survey. And the more respondents send in,
the more it's going to cost you.
The more we pay, and we're cheap bastards. So we like to use our money. We like to use that good Patreon money like effectively. We're about to get an office space. We like to upgrade our stuff, and so there was 0 point in continuing to pay something for literally all 9 categories were all runaway votes. And so nobody else's vote, like it wasn't like anything was going to swing anywhere.
Yeah, probably not.
It's kind of like, you know, like when like election night, like presidential election nights, when there's been times when like, oh, you know,
when they called it by like 11
when they
o'clock.
call it like, oh, California, the polls just closed. We're going to call it right now because there's no way that, you know, it's going to make any difference.
Yeah.
It's kind of the deal.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like your vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
For a lot of you, your vote doesn't count. Sorry, but it wouldn't have mattered.
No, it's a bummer. I mean, I understand people would be upset about it. They want an opportunity to participate too.
Yeah, sure.
I get that.
But, you know.
And it's, you know, from my perspective, it's disappointing that we can't leave it open longer.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a snooze you lose situation too.
Well, I mean,
like it just illustrates you have to watch these videos immediately and like immediately click on the link. These are very, very important polls that we had going on.
All right, I guess they are.
I'm just joking. Apologize to anybody out there who didn't have their voice heard, but it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
You never know.
The first 2,000 respondents, I think like the closest vote for any of them, like somebody got 40% of the vote, like 45% of the vote, and literally everybody else was split 10, 10, 10, 10, or whatever the math would be.
No, I mean, there's not a whole lot of close races, but as we saw last year when we did the voting through
Last year, there were a bunch of close, yeah.
And there's a lot of late swings too, so it's entirely possible. There could have been a swing. It's not.
There wouldn't have, no, not with the way.
No, it would have taken like a massive.
It would have been a huge.
It would have taken some election fraud, essentially.
It would have taken some hacking.
I'm just saying it's possible.
Exactly. So, anyways.
I'm sorry people got denied the opportunity to vote.
Anything's possible, but we were afraid we're afraid of election fraud. Kane versus Heath Slater was up next.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, no, this is fun. Whenever I look at Heath Slater now, I'm like, man, he really needs to hook up with the 3MB guys and get in the gym because he's getting softer and softer by the week. Mm-hmm. Like his chest used to stick out further than his midsection, and now it doesn't. It's the opposite. So anyways, even Rhino, so yeah, it was Kane versus Heath Slater. Kane won easily. Rhino tried to give him a spear afterwards. Trying to build Kane.
A gore.
A gore, I'm sorry. There is no difference.
There is a difference. The name is different.
That's the difference?
Yeah.
That's the only difference?
As near as I can tell, and the person giving it.
It's just a spear, man.
But called by what he calls it.
He tried to give him a gore.
A gore.
And what did he eat?
Choke slam.
Exactly. They're trying to build Kane as a monster. I'm not sure this is a great way to do it. They should have, I mean, look, dude, if you're going to give us any semblance of hope that Kane is going to beat Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, then Kane should be beating people like Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
you know
but I
mean?
want to see that.
Nobody wants to see it, but at that point, he'd kind of be more believable.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Kane beating Finn Balor, even though I understand the reasoning behind it. I don't want to see it.
Right. I know, me neither. Man, what's going on with Finn Balor? Oh, we can talk about that now.
Well, first, Kurt Hawkins dropped a promo and said his Christmas gift is to be a win.
Yeah.
The one all year.
Yeah.
And so he had an open challenge for someone else to come out and beat him. Mm-hmm. I did like his new vest. He has all his losses marked on it.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, man. He's got a job.
Yeah.
And they talk about this losing streak of his.
On occasion, yes.
Good for him. And you know what, man? He had some pictures, I think, on Instagram or something like that, where he had his little baby like in the ring doing something. I don't know, taking bumps or something. I wasn't taking bumps. But it was something cute. It was him and his baby, and he was like putting the baby in the ring or something. And I was like, oh my God, it's the cutest thing ever. Like I want Kurt Hawkins to keep working, man. He's got a kid.
Yeah. So Finn Balor answered this challenge. Not any Finn Balor, Red Balor.
Red Balor's back.
Red Balor's back.
I kind of wonder if he should have had green knee pads.
Yeah, to tie in more with the Christmas.
Because I didn't fully feel like it was full Christmas, but this should have been Christmas.
Well, he didn't get custom ring gear. He just brought out Red Balor.
Right, exactly.
Which isn't the same.
It's not the same.
Now you're telling me at the MSG house show the following night we got what?
This is a conversation I have. White Balor.
Are there pictures of?
Yes. It was White Balor pictures. It was on our Twitter feed, man. It was great. He still had a black leather jacket, though.
Oh, yeah, that's a necessity.
So here's the deal. He came out at... you just put in White Balor. Nobody else is going to refer to him as White Balor.
I don't know that.
I think in our mentions it should be there. I confirm.
All right, I'll find it.
Anyways.
Carry on with your thought.
No, it's great, man. Red Balor came out
to
face Kurt Hawkins. So we need to figure out... We need to kind of power rank at this point. Power rank. Balor's. Where does White Balor? White Balor apparently came out at MSG. Took on Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe I think he made him pass out.
That would be my guess.
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, if White Balor is 0 for 1, he's got to be just above Pumpkin Balor, who never had a match.
Yeah, White Balor was never. But here's the thing. Also, White Balor was never on TV, but he did have a match. Pumpkin Balor was on TV, but he never had a match.
Yeah, Pumpkin Balor was awful.
He was. So I'm thinking Pumpkin's at the bottom, and then is White Balor.
Yes.
Then is Red Balor, because he did get a win on TV. There he is. Just looks like he's wearing
underwear, man.
He's just wearing
underwear.
He's like Bo Dallas, like OG Bo Dallas.
He's just wearing underwear.
He's wearing like a diaper.
Yeah.
So he's just above Pumpkin Balor.
Yeah. And then Red Balor.
And then is Red Balor.
And then Man Balor.
Man Balor,
Demon Balor, Gray Balor.
Gray Balor is the best
Balor is top Balor.
Right, because he's the Balor who made the demon.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm glad we got that all settled.
Yeah, we need to get that out of the way.
Anyways, Kurt Hawkins won. I'm sorry. Kurt Hawkins lost against Red Balor.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Next, Miz Taraj backstage. They went to talk to Goldust, sang him a song, and then offer him up a Christmas gift, Santa's Little Helper.
Yeah.
I believe that movie was called that Miz was in with Paige.
Santa's Little Helper, yeah.
And then Goldust walked towards Titus Worldwide, who was walking through the arena.
This bugged me. You know why?
Why?
Why didn't Goldust acknowledge Dana Brooks' Alexandra York impression?
Oh, that's a good point.
Alexandra York was Marlena?
Yeah.
She had another name, right?
Well, Terry Reynolds.
Terry Reynolds, yeah, thank you.
That's her name.
That's her real name. I thought Marlena was her real name. Oh, remember that time they showed her butthole on Raw?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know if that's still on the network. I don't know what episode it was. There was an episode of Raw where Terry Reynolds was walking up the ring steps. That camera got under her. And he could see her butthole, I'm telling you. I might be imagining it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that happened.
Your memory's not that good, but
Oh, it's not. But
some things stick with a person, though.
I'll never forget Big Jim saying, I won't say it because it was like this exceptionally crude version of, hey, they just showed her butthole on TV. Anyways. Oh, man.
Anyways, Goldust.
But why did he should have acknowledged her? She's doing Alexandria York.
I know, it's limited time. They don't have all day. So he gives the DVD to Titus.
Yeah.
And then turns, but then comes back and does a
thing.
And then freaks Titus out. He throws the DVD up in the air.
Yeah, he launches it too.
Yeah, he does.
It was great. I wish Braun would have been storming through that.
Right at that instant.
Yeah, it felt like something that Braun should be storming through. That would have been too big of a tell for later, though. Next up, Bray Wyatt, man. We're here now. We're in town. Or
he got a decent pop when his Titantron promo came up.
No, he got a decent prop when he said, Chicago, I'm here. Because people realized, oh, wow, we're actually going to see Bray Wyatt do something.
Well, I mean, he didn't really do anything.
The crowd, no, I know. The crowd super popped at that, though. The crowd, I remember I was like, oh, man, this is so boring again. But then he said Chicago, and I was like, whoa, he's actually going to do something.
This isn't something they filmed 3 weeks ago.
And when I thought that and started geeking out, I felt the crowd started geeking out too. Like, oh, we're going to get Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, so he starts to come out for his entrance, and then you just see the lantern kind of wiggling around.
Yeah. Did you see Bray Wyatt's custom title?
It was great.
Oh, man. Why wasn't he better in 2017? Why didn't they do better things with him in 2017?
Watch the video we did about people who had the worst 2017 in the wrestling world. So he gets attacked by Matt Hardy.
Oh, that crowd was going
Then the crowd goes crazy.
Oh, that crowd was
chants
going
everywhere.
crazy. That was awesome.
Here's the thing. So Matt gets on the mic and does his laughing thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm already tired of.
Oh, I love it.
It's a pretty short segment. We go backstage. The bar are giving each other Christmas gifts. Mm-hmm. During that whole segment, you hear delete. Hardy.
Yeah.
Like people were just chanting Matt Hardy the entire time.
Oh yeah, that was great. They were huge into it. This is what I like about it too, is that I feel like now that we got this, we're going to be moving on from just the video stuff with him laughing and the weird crinkled up background set.
Yes, Hardy compound.
Hopefully, yeah, they'll do something.
During this bar segment backstage, gave each other Christmas gifts.
Oh, it's cute.
Sheamus gave Cesaro a Dean Ambrose figure missing an arm.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then Cesaro gave Sheamus two Seth Rollins figure for them.
Which he was really happy about.
For them to beat up.
And then he pulls out the Jason Jordan one, and Sheamus looked super.
No, he says, I don't want this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Cesaro says, neither does Seth Rollins, and they laugh about it.
That was great. I feel like these guys really, really like each other.
Sheamus was like, looked like a shoot reaction.
I know it.
Where's my gift receipt? Take this back.
I know. Oh, man.
Next, we got a Miracle on 34th Street fight. Enzo dressed as Santa with his elves, Drew Gulak and Arya Daivari, taking on Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Akira Tozawa.
I kind of dug this because they usually give these weird gimmick matches to like the club and Heath Slater and Rhino. They did last time with those guys.
The Halloween one,
the Halloween one. So I don't know. I thought it was cool, something special. It wasn't just another 205 Live match. Mm-hmm. So it was something, it was something more fun. I think this was Cedric doling out that. Did you see how high Daivari flew on this lumbar check? I think that might have been a new record. He flew high on this one. That was awesome. They're building Cedric really, really nicely with this. I don't know if he's at the point that they're going to pull the trigger, but I kind of. What do you think the odds are? So this match is going to happen next week.
Yeah,
Cedric versus Enzo.
I kind of feel like that something weird's going to happen, and if they take their time and do it right, they could build up to the Rumble and have this match.
Yeah.
And have Cedric win then, and it could be something.
Could be a spectacular pre-show match.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
not that I want Cedric Alexander winning his title on the pre-show, but it's better than not. It's better than not being on the show.
Yes, exactly.
And I think it could be a killer match because I think the crowd is really starting to get behind Cedric. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if they're getting behind him enough. Like then you see the crowds on 205 Live, and it's like they're downright hostile these days.
I know it's lame.
Like they're starting to give these 205 Live matches like the reaction Roman got at the Mania after Raw.
Yeah.
F you, Roman. Like that's the kind of reaction they're giving him. It's terrible. I don't know, man. It's a bummer.
It is a bummer. Next, we had Enzo backstage. he runs into Nia Jax.
Yeah, he's feeling down and out because
Yeah.
Cedric, got the pin on Daivari after the lumbar check.
He sees her. His spirits brighten somewhat. He looks up, realizes they're both standing under the mistletoe.
Yeah, this is I like this.
This was
cute.
good. The crowd
This
was
is
into
cute.
it, too,
Yeah,
it
this
seemed
is cool. I like this.
So right as they're about to kiss, Alexa Bliss comes storming in and says,
Hey, Nia Jax had shoot kiss face, man. She was going in, and Enzo was about, he's dirty. So he was
Alexa Bliss comes and says, Nia, I need to talk to you about the Women's Rumble right now.
Look, it's cheesy as hell. It's so cheesy, but I like that they're essentially using these backstage segments to make it look like they're all in high school. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cute. I don't know.
You know what I think is going to happen? Is that Alexa's going to come between Nia and Enzo so much that it's going to lead to a women's title match, Alexa versus Nia Jax at the Rumble.
That's like the worst possible situation, but you're probably right about that.
That way, then Nia is not going to be in the Women's Rumble, so then have to come up with some creative way to get her out of it.
Yeah.
She has a title match.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. That could be. God, that would be so bad.
I know.
If they do, that'd be so bad.
I know.
They're so much better than that.
I know.
But, oh, my God, you're probably right.
It bummed me out if that was the course they took. But, you got to think they're going to have one, if not both, the women's titles defended at the Rumble.
Yeah, you'd think. Anyways. Next up, we had
A Roman Reigns interview. Short.
Where was this? Backstage?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember what he even said.
Well, it was short, so.
Yeah, okay. I remember. Yeah, I don't remember much about it.
I think he was talking about how
I remember being distracted because he changed.
Joe beat up on Ambrose, and you don't do that to his family. Essentially.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
Boy, I checked out. That was Christmas. I'm allowed to. I was probably getting up to get some more nog. Next up, Samoa Joe. Man, I'm bummed out that I don't have freaking nog here. I'm going to get some before I pick up Alabama today. Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. I love this.
This was a good match.
I love this because this is the Roman Reigns. I kind of feel, man, I don't know. At this point, like especially after this match, I kind of feel like somewhere in Vince McMahon's office, there's actually a piece of paper, dude, that has laid out a decent path to get Roman to the Rumble. And this is kind of a big deal because
He showed some,
he
dare I
shoved
say,
the ref.
ruthless aggression.
Yes, he shoved the ref. Joe gets the win by DQ. And then what did Reigns do?
Oh, he beat the hell out of Joe.
He beat the hell out of Samoa Joe. This was cool. This wasn't just Roman Reigns sort of docile.
Did you hear what he said after he finished his beatdown after they separated him?
Maybe what did he say?
He said kind of not terribly convincingly. Yeah, that's what happens when you beat on my family or something like that. Beat up my family.
Yeah.
Talking to about what he did to Dean.
That's good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was terribly convincing.
Okay, well I'm glad I missed it then.
It was like really soft spoken. Like that's what happens when you beat up my family.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you kind of didn't really need to say that. Maybe it wasn't necessarily meant for camera.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
I think the action spoke loud enough.
Not a great punctuation.
No.
For what I thought was a cool sequence, though.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
And that's me nitpicking.
Yeah. No, I like. I just bigger picture in a general sense, though. I like this.
Yeah, it was fine.
It wasn't like a standard match. It wasn't because Roman kind of like they've been doing this thing where like against guys like Jason Jordan against Elias, he kind of he has to eke out these wins, and he does it every time. We're not going to see him get pinned again, I don't think. But he gets it done. But this is like one time where it's like he sort of popped his lid a little bit and went off on Samoa, of all people, Samoa Joe.
I know.
I thought this was cool.
Jar over here. It was a good match too.
Yeah, no, it was
the crowd was really into it. They were into all the false finishes at the end.
Yeah.
And there's that great spot where Joe had Reigns in the coquina clutch, and Reigns is reaching out for the ropes, and Joe repositions his hands, uses his leg to pin Reigns' arm just for a minute against
that
his
was
body.
fun. That was cool.
And then put the lock back on.
Somebody's been watching some Zack Sabre Jr. matches.
That's what I thought too, man.
No, I thought the same thing. I'm telling you, man, listen. I'm going to say this right now. If they get the same artist to do a shirt that for promoting Roman versus Brock at Mania, the same guy who did the Undertaker Roman one, I'm going to wear that for WrestleMania for our live stream. No, it was a great shirt.
It was a good design for something other than a shirt.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's
good design can go on. There is no good design that doesn't belong on a shirt.
I don't think that's true.
I think that is true.
Find like a really good comic book cover that you think is just well done.
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily mean it belongs on a T-shirt, man.
Sure, man. All those old Robert Crumb comic covers, like the underground stuff, those are great. They look like punk shirts, man. Not CM Punk, like punk.
Yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
Cool punk.
I know what you mean.
Cool stuff.
It's not a good T-shirt design. It's fine for like a comic book or a print, but not a good T-shirt design.
Oh, you're crazy.
There's too much going on.
Oh, man. See, I feel like
it's all that thick silk screen. It's not comfortable.
Well, that's different. That's comfortability.
Yeah, but that's part of the design of the shirt. The design of the shirt should lead to a comfortable shirt.
Oh no, there are two different worlds, man. Crazy. This is like, look, this is so thick, and then it's got like a giant thing on the back. Not the most comfortable. Goddamn, it looks good. That's all that matters.
No, comfort is a huge factor.
Look, man, I wear sweatpants like 90% of the time. I'm comfortable enough.
Can never be comfortable enough.
I don't know. I'm pretty damn comfortable.
Next, Seth Rollins backstage, and this is where Jason Jordan says, "I think I'll make a pretty good replacement for Dean Ambrose."
And then Seth goes, "Listen, you're no Dean Ambrose."
And then Jason Jordan says, "Oh, I think I can be better."
I know. That was good.
Jason Jordan's doing good work.
He's doing really good work. I know. Yeah, don't you love how they're just basically using Seth? They're like, we need to get somebody over. This guy's not getting over. Who should we put him? Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Everybody loves Seth Rollins.
Everybody loves Seth Rollins. Next up, we had Miz Taraj in the middle of the ring doing some more of their asinine Christmas caroling.
Mizmas.
That was actually kind of funny.
Mizmas. More Christmas carols. They said they had a Secret Santa match that Kurt Angle arranged for them, and they were excited to see who their opponent was. And it was Braun.
Braun. People popped big for Braun.
People love Braun.
Not
Braun
surprising.
pins Bo Dallas with power slam. Then he power slams Curtis Axel. And then another one for Bo, another one for Curtis Axel. But when Braun was coming out, both Bo and Curtis about pooped their pants.
Yeah.
And then Curtis Axel started pointing at his neck and said, "He hurt my neck."
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
He hurt my neck.
Braun is massive in 2018.
Oh,
dude.
yes.
Huge.
Huge.
Who do you think he's going to fight at Mania? God, give me Braun versus Joe for like the...
Oh, that'd be great.
Is there a title they're going to have? The IC title? Are there any of those guys in the IC title? Are they? No, they're not doing a tournament. Who is the IC? Oh, Roman's got the IC title.
Yeah, he's probably walking the Mania with that belt.
He's walking in Mania with that belt.
We think the possibility is that they'll have Reigns just to put the odds against him even more, make him defend the Intercontinental title before the Universal title match.
Oh, at Mania? Ooh, no, they're not going to do that. That'd be great if they did, though.
I know.
Last time we saw something like that was Goldberg v. Scott Hall before he fought Hogan.
Well, also Daniel Bryan had to fight Triple H before he had his title match too.
I like mine better. Oh man, freaking Goldberg.
Next, Alexa Bliss promo, hyping up the Women's Rumble a bit, but at no point was Nia Jax involved in this. So why did she come in and interfere with Enzo and Nia? She didn't reference Nia.
Yeah.
Nia didn't join her in the ring. So what did she have to talk to Nia about in relation to the Women's Rumble? See, so I'm telling you, she's just getting between
maybe
Nia, her best friend, and Enzo.
That's gross.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, Asuka comes out. Asuka's in the Rumble.
So are you in your conspiracy theory here for Truth Exposed? Are you saying that Alexa wants a piece of Enzo?
No, she doesn't want Nia to get a piece of Enzo.
Well, that makes Alexa. That's like a face turn because I agree. Enzo's dirty. He's grossy.
Asuka comes out and says she's in the Rumble.
This is great.
I know.
This is great. And she
Nobody's
says,
ready for
will
Asuka.
Win. I love when she does that. She does whenever she does
when she's trying to put emphasis on something.
Yeah, she does a little head bob. I will win. It's the most terrifying and cute thing at the same time. Mm-hmm. I think it's fantastic. And then she kicked her head off.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was great. That's what Asuka should be. I will.
You hear that movie that Ronda Rousey is shooting that's supposed to happen during the Rumble? They're shooting, I think, in Atlanta, but also in Colombia.
Ooh.
So it doesn't look like she's going to be there.
Colombia.
So Asuka's going to be the odds-on favorite.
Oh, absolutely, man. Where are the betting odds on that? Asuka wins.
Finally.
But it kind of bugs me because they're talking about it so much. They're like, man, this is Asuka's going to win. Like, all the commentators were plugging away at Asuka. She's going to win this thing. She's going to win.
Yeah, I know, especially if they somehow get Nia Jax out of the match.
Damn swerve, yeah.
Then even like Nia Jax is it would be one of the favorites to win if she were in the match.
Yeah, but then they've done that kind of crap with her before where they have everybody team. I mean,
I know.
They could do the same thing with Asuka, but it wouldn't make as much sense.
No. Main event. Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan taking on the Bar for the Raw Tag Team titles. Decent match, some decent storytelling where Seth is in the match getting beat down a lot by the Bar, and it's Jason Jordan waiting for the hot tag. Mm-hmm. The commentary, I really enjoy how Booker T frames his concept of the Jason Jordan character.
People are going to be all over you in the comments right now saying that Booker T doesn't frame anything.
No, he's consistent week to week.
I love Booker T.
And he is consistent week to week
But
with
go ahead.
With how he approaches Jason Jordan.
I know.
He is always consistent on that.
I know.
I mean, he said something like southpaw right-hand jab during the Joe match.
Oh, that was good. I
think
know.
he's messing with people sometimes.
I know. And Corey pays attention to everything
Yes.
and calls him out on it.
Yes.
He said, "Did you say southpaw right jab?"
Southpaw's left-handed. And Booker T just laughs.
He just laughs it off. Man, there was something else he said, and I forget what it was. Oh, there was something else, and I was cracking up. Booker T is so funny.
But especially when it comes to tag team wrestling, Booker T knows a thing or two
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah, absolutely.
And talking about Jason Jordan's approach to the match, and he's like, Jason Jordan has to get in there. He has to do this. He has to do this. He has to do this. And Corey Graves, will counter with some other point.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting. But their conversation fed into the match.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's that one point, Booker T was getting on about being aggressive, get in the match, be aggressive, break up that pinfall. And at one point, Jason Jordan runs around to run the interference to give Seth some support, and it kind of, for a moment, cost him. He got thrown into the barricade, was out of the match for a bit while Seth was looking for a hot tag.
Yeah.
But in the end, Jason Jordan was the one who got the pin.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Did his finisher, pin Cesaro, new tag team champions.
Yeah. This has been a situation, I think, where they were really directionless with Jason Jordan. And, I'm not going to say that they're saying, hey, let's, he's not over the way we want him to be over. Let's put him with Seth, because that's not really like planned out.
No.
That's kind of like,
circumstance making it's just course.
It's circumstance, because this is obviously supposed to be Ambrose and Seth picking up to walk into Mania, like we had sort of said. But as we've said before, when the circumstance presents itself, sometimes creative's really good at calling audibles and changing up the situation if there's an injury. We saw that with TLC was like the biggest example of that in 2017.
Yeah.
And so I do think that they want to get Jason Jordan over as a face, because I think that's what they wanted for a while. They started to go a certain route with him. Maybe they weren't entirely sure that was the great way to go because there was that 1 week where he was kind of whiny.
Yeah.
Like a little more than usual. But I think the better story is him putting on some of the best matches, being able to hang with the big guys. And then finally he picked up this win to win a championship, to win a title. I thought it was really good. And I think putting him with Seth, I think, is a great idea, because it'll get probably Jason Jordan to the point they want him. I don't think this is a situation we saw with Cesaro and Sheamus where people were just they were literally, it didn't matter how much they put Sheamus with Cesaro, even as champions together, people would boo Sheamus and they would cheer Cesaro. I don't think that's the situation here.
I don't know. I kind of, because there have been some interviews with Kurt Angle saying that the Jason Jordan storyline is going exactly how Vince wants it. So it seems like Vince wants Jordan to get booed.
Really?
So I was wondering if they were kind of booking Jason Jordan kind of as a response to how Reigns was kind of shoved down everybody's throats and the crowd did not accept him. They're kind of emulating that to build up heel heat on Jordan for an eventual legitimate heel turn.
You think, well, maybe that could be. That could be. Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I like it, though. I think it's good.
Yeah. Let's talk about Smackdown.
Let's talk about Smackdown. This was a pretty entertaining show.
Yeah, it was. Show opened up with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, it was announced beforehand. Sorry, it was announced beforehand that we're getting AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Main event, yeah.
Whoa.
Huge match. Daniel Bryan says he's tried to get in touch with Dolph Ziggler. He's been unable to via telephone and text.
Yeah.
And he says, therefore, Dolph seems to have willingly vacated the U.S. title.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a tournament. Determine a new U.S. champion.
Put the title down in the middle of the ring.
Walk out.
And walked out.
So the first matches for that were going to happen tonight. Out comes Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin to interrupt them.
Yeah.
Next, you hear Aiden English clear his throat.
Yeah, that was great.
And the crowd just pops immediately.
Pop huge.
Rusev Day.
Big into Rusev.
Yeah.
Everybody's big into Rusev. Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable. Is everybody on SmackDown just a tweener?
Seems that way in the tag division, yes.
Because I didn't feel like they were a super heel.
No, but
I didn't think they were really that
heel.
heel.
They seem to be the most heelish of everybody there.
Attitude-wise.
Yeah,
but they
not
didn't
necessarily much
cheat.
in actions.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's just going to be kind of a tweener, except for Breezango and Ascension, who are obviously just faces.
Well, and New Day.
Oh, a New Day. Yeah, they're just faces, too. But all the new guys, yeah. Aiden
Everybody's
English,
essentially
Rusev.
laying out their case for why they should get a shot at the Usos tag titles.
Even Aiden English and Rusev aren't really doing anything heel these days. Rusev's not really shutting people down. Rusev is playing up the crowd these days because they're all into him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can tell that he enjoys it.
Oh my God.
Endlessly.
He's having the most. When he was doing, when they came out and Rusev, and they were chanting Rusev Day, and he was doing this with it, that was the most animated and the most passionate I've seen Rusev, because it felt like when you see him, you're looking at a guy who is getting the validation from the people that he knows that he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
New Day come out again, laying out their claim why they should get shot at tag team titles.
And they get Daniel Bryan to do the hip swiveling with them, the little dance, the WWE.
Until Rusev.
And Daniel Bryan looked thoroughly tickled by it.
I know, and the Rusev says, why are you circling your hips like that?
Nobody wants to see that.
So Daniel Bryan makes a match. New Day versus, I think they're calling them Rusev Day now.
Okay.
Versus Gable and Benjamin. Winner gets a shot at the Usos. Usos come out on commentary. You pointed this out on Twitter, and I agree with you that the New Day always dance to the Usos theme, and it's always great.
It's fantastic. Big E was looking at them doing his thing, and then you look on fucking Xavier Woods, Sergeant Chris. Xavier Woods, and he's doing the little, I don't know what you call it.
Oh, I know.
I'm not hip to that.
It was great
to that stuff, but he was so into it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's those little things. It's those little things that, and it's true, man. Just Gable, Benjamin, and the Rusev Day, if that's what they are calling him. I mean, it's depth, man. It's so great. It's so awesome.
But Chad Gable picked up the win for Gable and Benjamin after pinning Big E with their finisher.
Hey, how'd you like that stacked accolade?
Oh, that was great.
I think Rusev on Twitter said he's going to call it the stackolade.
Oh.
When he has Xavier Woods
and
in the
Chad
accolade,
Gable.
but then Chad Gable's below Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
They're both in the accolade. I was
great.
hoping, man. I was really hoping that was the finish.
Double tap.
I know, but they're not going to give that to us.
No, not now.
No.
I kind of hope they do a slow burn with Rusev Day. Take their time. Don't rush it.
Yeah, but we might end up with the Breezango situation,
I know.
man. There's never, it might be the situation. Well, they're already so over. We're just not going to put the titles on them. You know.
I know. That is a legitimate concern.
I know.
After that, Daniel Bryan was backstage.
Oh, God.
In comes Shane McMahon, who looked like he hadn't slept, which is entirely possible.
Dude, what is the deal with Shane McMahon? His new gimmick is like freaking Lumbergh from The Office Space. Daniel Bryan. And
So he comes in and pretty much questions everything Daniel Bryan's done so far on SmackDown.
He's, I've got this thing on my mind, Daniel Bryan, that I've been thinking about a lot. There's something you said to me last week. You said it to me last week, and I got to thinking about it, and
it really upset me.
It really upset me. You said I'm being, my dad. I'm being Vince McMahon. You got to give credit to Vince McMahon, and he kept on. And our friend Stephen Fenner's pointed this out. It's like Shane McMahon said everything twice.
Yeah.
It's like, I swear, it felt like this. It felt like that he was given like a 4-page script moments before he arrived.
Yeah, entirely possible.
And was told, this is what you got to say. And it's just, dude, he was talking. And then like he said, I've got to question some of your logic. It's like the worst heel turn ever, because he's just an annoying boss now. He's like everybody. So like, we're very lucky. We're our own bosses.
Yeah.
Like we don't really answer to anybody. But like, okay, so Lacey, she works for the post office, right? My wife. And she comes back with these stories about either her supervisor or coworkers, and it's like this. It's just people with zero sense of like how to work properly, no logic, questioning your every move with the most asinine things. And that's what he's doing. Don't you think that Baron Corbin and Bobby Roode, I'm sure they would love, shots at the U.S. title. Why didn't you book them in a match? And I'm thinking to myself, because everybody loves tournaments.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan says, well, this is a land of opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's why I did this tournament.
Give more people more opportunity.
Well, then we have Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Granted, I know it's non-title, but why are you doing that? I'm like, because it sounds great. Because who doesn't want to see that?
It was one of the hottest feuds of the year.
And that's what he says.
I'm going to see it one more time before the end of 2017. That's what Shane said. Okay.
What? That's the worst.
And just stood there silently for a little bit.
That's the worst. Okay.
It's like super passive aggressive.
It really is.
Like I understand what you're telling me, but I think your rationale is BS. That's what that okay said to me.
I know, exactly. It's like, yeah, I get that. Like we've had heated, like creative discussions about, going in Raw in the past. And it's always like, no, okay, I get what you're saying, but which is just a dick way of saying, I don't like what you just said. Like I do it, you do, we both do it to each other.
We try to be diplomatic about it and just saying, I think it's a terrible idea.
Exactly. So it's like we know what that's like, but it's like to have a boss doing that is the most annoying thing ever. And I'm not sure that's really the heel that I want out of Shane McMahon.
Well, I mean, yeah, especially with Daniel Bryan comparing him unfavorably to Vince.
Right.
Vince was menacing.
Oh, I know, yeah.
He was cruel.
Yeah. And Daniel Bryan very diplomatically tried to say, look, I get that we should credit your dad with the entire industry. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I see that some of your actions are reflective of Vince at his worst. Which is a very diplomatic way of saying that, you know?
Yeah.
And then Shane McMahon goes on this thing, well, I question some of your logic. No, you're not questioning it. You just don't like him saying that.
Yes.
So now you're saying that his decision-making is bad.
Yeah.
When his decision-making is actually really good, Shane McMahon.
Yes.
But I'm not sure that's the character I want out of Shane McMahon.
No, I
He's
know.
just annoying boss.
I know.
So I
Especially
don't know.
if he's like mad with power or something like that, you expect to be moo-ha-ha-ha.
I know. I want cartoonish villainy. You know, I don't
He
want
needs
like
to grow a mustache that he can do this with and all that stuff.
exactly. And he's got like a head cold, and he just
I
sounds
know.
tired
He
and
looked
irritable.
He looked like he hadn't slept. And
Oh my gosh.
interesting take on the jerk boss character.
I know, exactly. We get Lumberg now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the inspiration. Who knows?
Have you filed those reports yet, Daniel Bryan? Okay.
Next, Breezango and a rematch against the Bludgeon Brothers. That was that the Ascension arranged for him.
This is great.
So once again, Breezango were again getting their butts kicked.
This time, Ascension ran out, and
Made the
because
save.
okay, so yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers, they did that thing where they got their finisher in.
They didn't do their finisher. They did the full Nelson up into the powerbomb.
Oh, okay, yeah, they did
And then
powerbomb.
Rowan pulled Tyler Breeze up before the 3 count.
Instead of getting the full 3 count, just being done with it, he pulled him up. Ascension didn't like that. They came in there to, kind of make the save, I guess.
Yeah.
They just attacked the Bludgeon Brothers, giving them the DQ win. But, they saved their buddies. And then they're backstage, nursing their wounds. And the Ascension said, they said something like, what did they say again?
They were like, essentially,
we don't feel great about how this ended. So we've decided to challenge.
it was more or less you have to go back in there and defend your honor since you got your butt handed to
Yeah.
you so badly. You have to go in and face him again to defend your honor.
Yeah, I said that we're on behalf of Breezango, we're challenging the Ascension to a rematch for
No,
Breezango.
the Bludgeon Brothers.
I'm sorry, the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're their friends. Mm-hmm. Next, Ruby Riot versus Naomi. This is a surprisingly short match.
Yeah, boy. And then Ruby Riot gave a kind of a cheesy promo.
Yeah, you can tell it was dialogue she got like 2 minutes before.
They need to swap, dude. They need to swap out the writer for the women's division, time and time again. And Ruby Riot is great. It's like she can deliver dialogue, but it's just these awkward. Like I don't know who's writing this stuff.
It's
where
not
it's
good.
like, I'm going to be in the women's Royal Rumble, and the Rumble is another word for Rumble is Riot, and so that gives me an advantage. What?
It's very 80s.
It's too 80s, man.
Yeah, it's not
Worse,
good.
it's like early 90s.
It's not good.
Bad.
Ruby Riot picked up the win after using her finisher after distraction from the Riot Squad.
Yeah, it was great.
Charlotte comes down the ring to help out Naomi. Mm-hmm. She gets beat up. The rest of the women's division, the welcoming committee essentially, comes to the ring, faces off against Riot Squad. Riot Squad leaves. They start to go up the ramp. They still get attacked by welcoming committee.
Yeah, there is zero reason for the Riot Squad to be heels. They have not established a motivation as to why they're bad guys or why they would start beating. Because that was what brought Charlotte out. Is after the match, the Riot Squad just started beating up on Naomi. She already lost the match. There's no motivation for them to do that, for them to be heels. They haven't established, like Absolution, they actually got them on the mic and spelled out what their motivation was.
Yeah, I know.
But with Riot Squad, there's no reason for us to
well,
believe
they've
that.
been handling Absolution. They have botched Riot Squad.
Yeah, I know. And it's weird, too, because Ruby Riot's great. Next up, AJ Styles. You gotta love that this dude's doing a friggin' promo and the crowd is just thunderous with AJ Styles chants and he has to like stop and like soak it in for a second. And he's not even like, AJ's great because he's not a smooth promo guy, but he just sounds so sincere, especially when he's a face.
Yeah.
When he's a heel, that was the problem. It was like, oh, I don't really believe this guy's man.
Yeah, he seems like a decent guy.
Seems like a decent fellow. I have to watch that. He's on a new Up, Up, Down, Down.
Oh yeah.
Where apparently he destroys an Atari 2600 controller.
Wow.
I want to see that.
There was a promo last night during SmackDown for a ride-along. Oh, this is their best of the year, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a quick shot of AJ doing Stone Cold's What, and it's perfect.
Oh, man. I got to watch a bunch of those. They're probably really fun.
Oh, I know. After that, we had 2 first-round matches for the U.S. title tournament. The first one was Bobby Roode against Baron Corbin. Bobby Roode must have done his advanced scouting because he came in knowing what Baron Corbin's weakness was. A roll-up.
It's the roll-up, man. I'm trying to think here, after this happened last night, what part, like, is it his core muscles he needs to work on to kick out of a roll-up?
Yeah, I think it was like the hips, the glutes,
I would
butt
think,
muscles,
yeah,
yes.
right. You got to kick out of that.
Because you're in a roll-up, you need to push off from your thighs and up.
Because you got to, dude, if you're trying to be...
He needs to do more squats.
Right?
Squats.
I feel like he doesn't really do it. He doesn't seem like the squat
You think he's an upper body workout type
Probably
guy?
Probably guy.
Because his
Probably,
shoulders
yeah.
and his traps look decent. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you might be right.
He doesn't have much of a core. Like, his belly's not the greatest.
Yeah.
He's not going to be an ab
Well, he used
guy
to carry a
anytime
lot
soon.
more weight when he was an offensive
Oh, sure.
lineman.
Yeah. I'm not. Hey, look, I'd love to have Baron Corbin body. Don't get me wrong.
Me too.
Not his hairline, just his body. Be happy with that. My hairline's fine.
Okay.
Look, I got a little
Mine's
bit,
not.
I got a little bit of a spot up here.
I have a growing spot up there.
Yeah, yours is running away. But you look. The good thing for you is you look great with a shaved head like
thank
that.
you.
You look awesome. I have a weird box head.
All right.
I am like weird head guy. So once it goes,
Maybe you should go the Randy Orton route.
I probably will.
Really?
I'll probably do that. Yeah. I've got some stuff that costs like $80, just chilling in like under my sink. It's supposed to be the Nox or whatever, and you put it in there. But I don't really.
Is it like a thickening thing, or does it actually make more hair grow?
I think it's supposed to like rejuvenate, stimulate. Yeah.
Mm.
But I don't really care. I mean, when I bend down, I got a.
It's long enough. It covers it up for the most
Right,
part.
exactly. Like, it looks fine.
I noticed when I was
Like, I don't want to do this. Then you can see how far up it goes.
after I cut my hair the first time it was growing out, and I did the thing where I looked down like this. I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Well, there's been plenty of videos where I'll start laughing and I'll go down like this, and I'm like, oh, look at that sea of flesh right there. But I don't really care.
Oh no, it's not the end of the world. So Bobby Roode advances, beats
Yeah.
Baron by roll up.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that Baron's going to get involved some point down the line to interfere in one of these matches because he's upset with himself.
Yeah, maybe. You
But
mentioned
miserable Baron Corbin is kind of the best Baron Corbin. When he starts just throwing random tantrums backstage.
Oh, that's the best, yeah.
That's best Baron Corbin.
No, that is great. So this U.S. title tournament thing, number one, they've totally ripped off Stephen Larson Book Raw.
Yeah.
We have a tournament for the other mid-card belt, the IC title. The U.S. title tournament.
Well, they have three of the four people that participated in this tournament were in our Intercontinental title tournament.
There's that too. Are we thinking the end? So you mentioned off camera, you said, do you think Dolph is going to be one of the participants? And I said, well, he's probably just going to, like, once it's done,
It'd be like when
he'll come out and be
CENA
like,
won the belt when Punk was gone, and Punk came back and says, "No, I'm the real champ," and they had a champ versus champ.
it'd be kind of cool if Dolph came back and was like, dude, I went on vacation. I had a bunch of vacation days.
Look, I filed the necessary paperwork.
Yeah, with HR, they know about
With
it.
Shane.
Shane knows about it. What's going on here? And then they do like a champion versus champion where there's two. I always love when there's two belts,
champions. I know, two of the same champions.
It's so weird. UFC does that all the time. There's
Oh,
like
I know.
an
Anytime
interim
someone's
champion.
hurt, they have the interim. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's like always now.
I know. Next, Jinder Mahal against the Perfect 10. 10. Ty Dillinger. He had a really corny promo before. Just because he was smiling too much.
Oh, I know, man.
If you take the smiling out of the equation, it would have been fine.
Bobby Roode, like if anybody needs to take smiling out of the equation, it's
Oh, I know,
Bobby
because
Roode.
then Bobby looks like it hurts for him to smile. But Ty, when he smiles, it seems natural. He seems like
I
he's
know.
a pretty happy person.
He looks like he just got it. Somebody told him something silly waiting in line for coffee.
Yeah.
Are we both open? We kind of mentioned this.
Oh, that Jinder wins?
Yeah, we hope Jinder wins.
Yeah.
What is it with that? Well, like, why is it that with us? People in the comments are gonna be like, "Why do you like Jinder so much?" I just think he's great. I think his packaging is amazing. He's got the best face in wrestling.
There's all that, but also it's just good to see a story of someone who was at best a mid-carder, a jobber, got released, came back to kind of fill out the roster a little bit, be given an opportunity, and do the best he can with it. And it was far from perfect, his run as champion, but I always thought that he gave it his full effort, and I appreciate that, and I want to see him succeed.
So, is this an 8-man tournament?
Yeah, because it was mentioned later on it was an 8-person tournament.
Okay.
Oh, it was during Ty's promo. He said it was
Okay.
8 people, but the only number that matters is 10.
Mojo and Zack Ryder, probably.
Probably. Well, let's see. There's 4 here, so we need 4 more people.
We need 4 more people. I think
Yeah.
Mojo and Zack Ryder are probably definites.
That's a good guess.
SmackDown roster. Who are we missing? List of WWE personnel.
No one in the tag team division for sure.
Right, yeah, take them out of it.
About Mike Kanellis.
He was getting a job.
Sin Cara.
Oh, gosh, probably, huh?
Ryder and Mojo is good. That'll probably be one of them. It might be Sin Cara and Mike Kanellis. Because it seems like everybody else is in a tag team.
Boy, that's going to be a weak couple of first rounders next week.
Unless
Mike Kanellis, Sin Cara.
Or Sami Zayn. Maybe Sami Zayn will be one of them.
Maybe. That could be. You don't think they'd put Shinsuke in it, do you?
Well, they could.
It could be Shinsuke. Who do you think is going to come out of this thing, though?
Well, I don't know. I can't answer that until I know what the full field is. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's Kanellis, Sin Cara... Now that I think about it, I could see Mojo coming up and winning this.
I don't know. Well, maybe.
I want to say it all depends on Shinsuke.
Yeah.
If Shinsuke's in it, he's going to win it.
Yeah.
If Sami Zayn's in it, I can maybe see him winning it.
Maybe. But I can definitely see if it's a match between, let's just throw this out here, Sami Zayn and Bobby Roode, having Corbin get involved to mess with the finish so Sami wins.
Maybe. I kind of feel like if Sami's... I don't know that Sami Zayn's going to be... I don't know that Shinsuke's going to be in it.
Oh, I don't know either. I was just using an example.
Yeah. Rami Sabay is Sami Zayn's real name. Interesting. Didn't know that. Anyways. Moving on. These are all not the right notes.
Not the right notes.
This is the right note.
After that, Kevin Owens and Sami... Oh, Jinder won with the Colossus.
Yeah.
He advances.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn gave an interview speaking of what the importance of a cheap bottle of champagne was.
Yeah. I wasn't huge into this because Sami Zayn's yep thing was just kind of... I know that he's supposed to be kind of annoying.
I'm going to be honest. The creative so far of this Owens-Zayn thing has not been great.
Hasn't been great. Yeah, I know.
Two guys I like a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Kevin Owens is one of my favorites.
And it was a great moment at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And then, since then,
it just hasn't really felt that inspired.
I know. I mean, the match was good at a Clash.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
And the main event last night was good, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
After that, we had a Randy Orton interview where he says he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
That's it. Close the books. Close the books.
Done.
Randy Orton's
Lock
winning.
it up.
Lock it up. I got to get
That's
my Randy
a lock.
Orton shirt.
Confidence point. All of them. Orton wins the Rumble.
We're doing that now.
We're going to start doing confidence points for predictions, so that way it's not all
so
down
if
to one
there's
match.
6 matches, there's 6 points.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 points. And so the match you feel most confident about, you assign 6.
Okay.
The one you feel least confident about, you assign 1.
So like if it's a luck, if it's Brock Lesnar versus Ellsworth,
6.
6.
Yeah.
Most luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
but if
like
it's
that.
Nakamura versus Styles and it's really a 50-50 proposition, 1 to whoever you think is going to win that match.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So every match has a point score attached. So it's not a matter of who wins, gets the most right. It's who scores the most points. So it'd be entirely possible for me to get like 1 less match right, but based on the confidence points, I still win.
Oh, I don't like that though. I think it should be a combination of like number 1, who wins the matches.
Well, then we need a third metric though, so it's not, because then it'd be a tiebreaker.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We're going to have a very good system for doing it. Wait and see what happens. Randy Orton says, I'm in the Rumble. And then the camera pans out and Shinsuke's there and he says, I'm in it too.
Yeah.
So there are 2 entrants.
Yeah.
Next.
Main event, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Quality match. Probably the best match they've had. Although the first one they did, they had the weird finish where AJ was caught in the wires.
I'll be honest. This is like the best match they've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that Kevin Owens went to Vince afterwards and said, are we good?
Yeah.
Shane said, or Vince said, yeah.
Yeah. At one point, Zayn's kind of getting involved. He's hovering around on the apron, serving as a distraction for AJ. Shane comes walking down the ring. Starts talking to the ref to get Zayn kicked out of the ringside area.
Yeah.
It was kind of a prolonged back and forth between he and the ref.
I know it was.
I mean, if that's your boss and the boss says kick him out of there, it should just be okay, fine. You're gone.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be all sorts of
having it on, yeah.
that kind of stuff. But while the ref is distracted by kicking Sammy out, AJ rolls up Kevin Owens for what would have been, I guess, a 3 count. AJ lets go. He hits L1
yeah.
to disengage the pinfall.
Right.
he turns to the ref saying, "Hey,
Hey,
what is going on?"
what's the deal?
And now that he's distracted, Owens takes advantage, rolls up AJ, picks up the win. So we're going to get AJ versus Owens for the WWE title at Royal Rumble.
Oh, I'm excited about that. That's gonna be good, man.
And hopefully there'll be none of this Shane
No shenanigans.
business. Just
Let them
these
have a 5-star match.
Let these, and it was cool because Owens was busting out some stuff I hadn't seen him do yet.
I know.
He's really only exhibiting like 20% of what he can do.
I'm telling you, man.
Both him and
that's
AJ.
that's only 5% up from when he debuted.
I know.
When it was 15%.
I know. So let those guys go in the ring, give them 20 minutes,
Yeah.
tear the house down.
Oh man, so great.
Don't worry about pushing any other storylines with Shane or anything else.
Nope.
Just let those two
None of that.
excellent wrestlers have a 5-star match.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. Let them do it.
Put it at the the American Legion Hall?
Yeah.
Just put it in there.
Yeah.
Live via satellite. Anyways.
Let's answer some questions.
All right. I'm sure we got plenty of questions from the holiday weekend.
Yeah. Fat bastard champ Alex Foster. What other superstars should have their own days like Rusev? How would their days be celebrated?
I feel like Aiden English should have his own day as well. He's the other guy in the tag team.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, where is the Aiden English in the tag team name Rusev Day?
I'm not 100% sure that's what they call them, but I thought at one point commentary was referred to them collectively as Rusev Day. It might have been a mistake.
All right. I mean, I know he's the guy who sings it and everything.
Yeah.
It's Rusev Day.
Who else should have their own day?
I mean, Braun. Obviously,
Yeah, Braun Day.
Braun needs to have his own day. He needs to have his own.
Monday.
He should have his. He should have his own month.
Oh yeah.
Braunuary
Or Stro month.
Stro month. Stro March.
What's that? Stro Monday.
Stro Monday. Oh.
AO Worm. So is this a setup for a Dean heel turn? Hopefully.
I don't think they even know. No, here's the problem.
Well, here's two things. One, they say 9 months. It's probably half that time.
Yeah.
Like they said, Brahman's could be out for like half a year.
Yeah, it'll be.
He was back in 3 weeks.
It'll be by Mania, for sure. By Mania, and number two, when he comes back, he's going to be more popular than ever because he's gone from an injury.
Yeah.
So I don't know that that's going to be the case, but you never know. I don't think they even know at this point.
No, they don't. Lonnie Eaton, Power Rank surprise entrance in the Open U.S. title scene.
Surprise entrance. Shibata.
That'd be a major surprise.
That'd be a huge surprise.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, it'd be a great surprise. I would love that.
He won't be healed in time, but
Alistair Black.
that would be a surprise.
Yeah. Maybe that's why Velveteen Dream hasn't been around because he's going up to main
Could
immediately.
be.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be cool. Do.
Foxy the Foxy Fox. For you guys as a whole, what has been the better show of 2017, SmackDown or Raw?
Man. I think it's a tale of two halves,
I was
man.
going to say the exact same
First
thing.
half is SmackDown, second half is Raw.
Yeah. Yep. Jack Dolan, how awesome was that Rusev Day chant? And how quickly would WWE kill the Rusev Day push because it's getting too over? I don't know if they'll kill it, but they might just say, all right, here's a comedy act, a la Fashion Police.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's their role on the show, and that's it.
Yeah, could be. I think they really want Gable and Benjamin to have those titles.
Yeah.
Because for one thing, like it's the kind of thing where they're not super over, so maybe they think that, well, they'll be the champion, so they'll be over.
That could be. But maybe they think, well, in our minds, they're the heels of this division, so that we don't need a huge reaction from the crowd.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Adam Mayhem, if you were to have the authority to switch roster members around 2 days so they have a better run next year, who would you choose? Pick singles man, woman, and tag team. 1 for 1. So you got to trade like Samoa Joe for Baron Corbin or something like that.
All right, I'm going to say, so does each one have to have a better run?
Yeah. For more opportunity.
So you can't just tank one guy for somebody else.
No.
Okay. Well, let's take Samoa Joe because I kind of feel like let's take Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Put him on SmackDown and switch him for Bobby Roode.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
That's good.
A woman.
Bailey, SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then Naomi to Raw.
Okay, I was going to say Becky Lynch to Raw.
Yeah, I thought that too, but I kind of want Becky and Charlotte to have a program before that happens.
Okay.
I didn't mention this. Naomi's like robe thing she was wearing last night. Oh my gosh.
Was it different than you?
Yeah, because it had like the fiber optic lights in it.
Oh, I need to go back.
So it lit up and down the whole
that's cool.
length of it, and when the block lights were on,
Yeah.
it looked like some like nebulous space
future
plasma
stuff, yeah.
fabric. It was amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I got to check that out.
Oh my gosh. I almost lost my mind when I saw that. It was so cool.
Mind blowing.
Tag team.
Tag team.
The Revival goes to SmackDown.
Oh, no. They don't need to go anywhere. They just need to be healthy. How about tag team?
How about this? Here's an idea.
Go ahead.
Say Gable and Benjamin come short on getting those tag titles. So they
Okay.
go to Raw.
Okay.
So we can have them take on Rollins and Jordan. So we get a Gable-Jordan feud.
I like that. I like
and
that.
then Revival go to SmackDown.
That'd
That's
be
what
good.
it is.
That'd be good.
That's what it is.
It's messed up when the New Day comes out and they call Shelton Benjamin Jason Jordan. That's so rude. They seem to get a kick out of it, though. Man. Jonathan Reiner, who will Styles defend against at the Rumble?
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, man. Looks like it.
That'll be a good feud. Hopefully they do it right.
Right the ship.
Oh, Sexton Hardcastle. I thought this was beyond the Friendo Awards, but it wasn't. So he's got to ask, what's the pay-per-view of the year? Best show of the year.
Man. Okay, we'll stick to main roster, not NXT.
We can't talk about New Japan shows?
Oh. I mean, okay, Wrestle Kingdom. Duh. But no, let's stick to WWE.
I thought Payback was fun, for the most part.
Wasn't TLC a lot of fun?
Yeah, that was decent too, yeah.
TLC was cool. What do we have at TLC? We had AJ versus Finn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Angle Shield.
Which one was Payback?
That was, we were there. That was House of Horrors, man.
Oh.
But the main event was really good.
Okay, what was that main event?
It was Braun and Reigns and the Last Man Standing, I think.
Okay.
That's when Reigns was getting beat up all over the place and the crowd was chanting, you deserve it.
Oh, that was good. That was fun.
Of course we were there, so maybe that had something to do with it. Like fourth row. It
What
was
was
Jericho, Owens,
Well, what else was TLC?
the Shield Union that never happened.
Oh yeah, that because Kurt Angle was in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Jason Jordan versus Elias. Enzo beat Kalisto. Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox in the
pre-show.
Pre-show, yeah. Yeah. And at Asuka's debut.
Clash wasn't terrible.
Clash was okay. Yeah. I feel like there was a lot of stinkers early on.
Yeah.
How was the Rumble this year? Rumble 2017.
I mean, Orton won.
Oh, God. Wrong. Okay.
I think there were some good title matches. It was Cena and Styles, and then Owens and Reigns. Braun came in and interfered.
Yeah, okay.
That was a decent show.
Neville versus Rich Swann. Oh, that's where Neville won.
Yeah. That was a good show.
Yeah.
That'd be up there, I guess.
Owens versus
Apart
Reigns.
from Orton winning the Rumble.
Go back and watch that again. Jericho in a shark cage. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was fun. That was good stuff. Anyways.
New Japan, though. Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, it's Wrestle Kingdom.
What was the best takeover, do you think?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Brooklyn was good. War Games was fun.
Oh, yeah. How do you not give it to War Games? God.
Yeah.
War Games is fun, dude. What else was on Chicago?
It was Bobby Roode and Hitami.
Oh, yeah.
It
That was a good match.
DIY Authors of Pain. The Ciampa turn.
Oh, the turn. Oh, that might be it, man.
That was a good show, too.
Chicago might be
I don't
it,
think
then.
NXT's put on a bad takeover.
No,
this
they never
year.
do. They never do. Because I remember that Rude to Tommy match was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
That was like my favorite Tommy
San
match.
Antonio was good, too. They were all good.
They're always
That's
good.
when Seth Rollins came out and cut that promo on Triple H in the middle of the show.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That was a good show.
That's good stuff. Okay, so the different way to frame this question from Kuran, You're Not Me, Bourbon. Who do you think will win the U.S. tournament, and who do you want to win it? Who do you think's going to win? Not knowing who the other four participants are.
Who do I think is going to win?
I don't think
Bobby Roode, who I want to win.
Yeah, okay.
Based on what I know now, I mean, they could throw some curveball in the field. Based on what I know now, I think Bobby's going to win.
Yeah, okay.
And then I want Jinder to win.
Okay.
Based on what I know now.
I'll say this. I think Bobby's going to win. I kind of want Mojo to win. Give him a good kick in the pants.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Tommy T, hey friendo. So is there any reason why Manami Toyota wasn't nominated for any friendo awards? She retired this year and is widely considered the best in-ring women's wrestler of all time. So I'm just curious. We're just not that familiar with her work.
Pure and total ignorance.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Meltzer talks about her endlessly as one of, if not the greatest in-ring performer ever.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to educate myself on her work. I just have not had the opportunity yet, and that's why.
There's a lot we don't know.
Yeah.
Huge world of wrestling.
Yes.
Oh, from Braun. My least favorite chant is the CM Punk chant because it's been almost 3 years since he left. January of 20. No, it's almost 4 years. People need to get over it already. What is your least favorite chant or something you think wrestling fans need to get over with?
I think in general they need to get over the idea of taking over shows.
Okay.
I mean, participation is great. Being a hot crowd is great, but when you're chanting boring just because the match is too long, that's you trying to take over the show, and that's too far.
I get these days right now. I get personally offended when they run down anything on 205 Live. When they were like crapping on the Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, Enzo stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a terrific story being played out that you're just sitting around because you want the dark match with whoever, Bobby Roode and Shinsuke or whoever it is.
Yeah.
Like you're just sitting there crapping on it for zero reason. Not because it's bad in the ring. Not because of that. Because you just want them to move on to the dark match.
Yep.
Just go home.
Yeah.
Just go home at that point.
Yeah.
I can't stand that. That pisses me off.
Yeah, I agree. Mike Demopoulos. We in Chicago are known for being one of the smarkiest towns in the country, and he was in attendance at Raw, and he couldn't believe that. By the end of the match, the crowd was actually pro-Roman, not just during the assault, but even as the match progressed. Mike's question is, did they waste the Shield reunion when they could have just booked him more aggressive the whole time? I mean, that would have been a good start because we saw whenever they book Reigns aggressive, he gets more over.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. I don't know if I wouldn't say they wasted the Shield reunion.
Well, I think in hindsight you can say they did because it hasn't really worked. Hasn't worked at all. People keep getting sick, getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
but that has nothing to do with
their plan was great.
Yeah.
The plan was awesome, but people kept getting sick and now hurt. So I mean, was that wasted? Did they waste it? No. Has it been a waste because of what's happened? Then sure.
Yeah. All right, you ready for some trivia?
Yeah, man. Let's do some trivia.
Of course, for our patrons, the post show today, chat trivia. But this is where we quiz each other.
Oh, what a good question here.
Oh, let's do
Actually,
one more.
Broken Steve. Any chance that Vince has decided on Brock versus Cena at Mania instead of Roman?
0.
No, man. Yeah, didn't they name Cena Styles as their number one match of 2017?
Who?
WWE.com.
You mean 2018? Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
the Rumble one, yeah.
So maybe it wouldn't surprise me if they were going to go Cena versus Styles at Mania.
Then Styles better go over.
No, he's not going to. It's going to be because Cena's got the record.
That's so annoying. Like, it's bad enough that we're going to have Brock Roman as
I'll be
main
honest,
event.
man. I agree with that. But if it's a fantastic 5.5 star match, I'm okay with it.
No, I'm not. I'm not interested in it because Cena's the past, man. He's going to come in and win the title and then drop it a month later. That's lame. It's like what happened last year. Because that's what's going to happen. He's going to come in. If he wins that belt at Mania,
What if he drops it to Nakamura? Then we get Nakamura Styles at freaking SummerSlam.
Oh, if that's the case, just give us Nakamura Styles at Mania.
Yeah, but it's Cena.
Just have Cena should win it at some B pay-per-view to pump up buy rates because people will tune in just to see Cena.
It's SmackDown. Some B pay-per-view.
Just people will tune in to see Cena break Ric Flair's record.
All right, here we go. Attitude Era. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Big events.
Mm-hmm.
At what 1998 pay-per-view did Undertaker and Mankind have their infamous Hell in a Cell match?
King of the Ring.
Very good.
Who served as a special guest referee when Shane McMahon battled his father Vince at WrestleMania 17?
Well, wait, hold on. Who? Shane McMahon versus who?
Vince at WrestleMania 17.
WrestleMania 17. Who was the guest ref?
Uh-huh.
I was about to say Vince.
I know, that would have been incorrect.
Oh, no, that would not have been good. WrestleMania 17?
Hold on, people in chat here are saying Cena's the past. Cena's in the past, like in the company. He's the past of the company. I think he may be younger than AJ, but he's not sticking around full time. AJ's around full time.
All right, man.
It just bugs.
It doesn't really bug me as much because I know they can put on a great match. Here's what's going to bug me. If anything bugs me, it's going to be the build. If Cena comes in acting like he's never fought AJ Styles,
oh, I know,
which could be. Sometimes he does that because I think it's just what he defaults to.
Yeah.
Then that would bug me.
All right, I need an answer.
Okay, special guest ref.
Shane versus Vince, WrestleMania 17.
Was it HBK?
Mick Foley.
Oh. I don't remember that. Let's see here. Championships.
Mm-hmm.
Who beat Booker T for the WCW Championship on a July 2001 SmackDown episode, becoming the first WWE
Oh, that's
superstar?
The Rock.
It's Kurt Angle.
Oh.
I thought I would.
Oh,
probably
The
have
Rock.
said
I think The
too.
Rock won at SummerSlam. That's what it was.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Darn it.
Okay.
In what type of match did Mankind and Chainsaw Charlie defeat the New Age Outlaws for the World Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 14?
That would have been a dumpster match, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Didn't know there was a different name for it. What diva was briefly known as the Duchess of Dudleyville when she managed the Dudley Boys?
Ooh, is that Keebler?
Yeah, very good.
What WWE superstar played the title role in the 2002 movie The Scorpion King?
Oh, The Rock. Big events, and now we're in the modern era.
Modern era.
This isn't really the modern era. Big events. What WWE champion was switched from SmackDown to Raw when he was the first pick of the 2005 draft lottery?
It's CENA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who was forced to leave WWE after losing a match to CM Punk on the SmackDown after SummerSlam 2009?
2009, forced to leave WWE, lost to CM Punk.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Championships.
Championships.
What was the name of Kane and Daniel Bryan's mismatched tag team?
Team Hell No.
Yeah, wow, they have that. Wow, that's late for this game.
I know. This is another more recent question, too. Who defeated CM Punk for the WWE Championship at Royal Rumble 2013, his first to win his first WWE title in almost a decade?
Wait, what year? 2013?
Yeah.
Who'd he beat?
Who beat CM Punk? Rumble 2013. For his first title win in more than a decade. Sorry, almost a decade.
I know, it's probably obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Rumble 2013?
Yes.
Honestly, did I forget? I don't know. Who is it?
Give me an answer. At least wager a guess.
Oh, The Rock.
Yes. And that whole angle just upsets you to no end.
Because I had Kane in my head.
Oh.
I just had Kane in my head. I was like, Kane never beat CM Punk, did he? Oh,
No.
It was Kane, wasn't it? Was it Taker? No. Stupid Rock. That was dumb.
Superstar bio.
In February of 2009, which superstar did JBL reveal as Hornswoggle's father?
Wait, say it again? Sorry.
In February 2009, which superstar?
Oh, is it Fit Finley?
Yes.
What superstar uses his zigzag move to finish off opponents?
Doug Ziggler.
Tie. 10.
Tie.
10.
Tie 10. Tie.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Are you disappointed in me? Sounds like you're disappointed in
Yeah,
me.
you should have gotten The Rock much quicker.
Dude, my head is just not in I'm not in the trivia space right now. I love trivia, though. We need to get a new game.
We do.
I mean, not a new game. We just need new trivia cards.
Well, that will probably necessitate a new game.
Right. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Here's some Hilton. Are you back with us? Where's Hilton?
He's still on holiday break.
He's got the music going. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.